Oh, we are live. Winter meetings. That's right. Rumors, signings, trades. Anything could happen. Trevor's here. Let's talk ball. Framber Valdez.
Boba shit on the Red Sox.
You're talking a lot of Red Sox. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. We are coming live from winter meetings in Orlando. We're in the middle of an unguarded hallway, so I guess if you're tuning in and you're close, you can be on the show. I really shouldn't be saying that because they do the recruiting stuff in here. So there's been a lot of talking base bros saying what's up along the way. I'm Jake Stromboli. That is Trevor Plouffe. Rob Scirocco's producing live. Jolly Olive is on deck, ready to get some hacks in, Matt Stairs style. BBD is floating around. It's winter meetings, Coach Trev. How are you?
I'm so happy to be on the sticks again. I feel like I've been gone. I know I have been, actually.
Yeah.
And so I haven't been on a lot of episodes with you, and I like need to get this ball yucked out of me, if you know what I mean. So I wish I was there. Yeah. I love me some Orlando. Drew Butera, shout out. But I was growing the game today. SoCal Padres finished second in the bronze bracket.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not great right now for us, but nevertheless, growing the game. And I don't know. I guess I'm excited to talk rumors. I'm excited to talk free agents, but more so just talking with my good pal Jake. Man, I feel like it's been too long.
I know you and I feel like we've been long distance dating for a little bit. Some kind of slutty FaceTimes both ways. And yeah, I can't even. Well, actually, you don't know this yet, Trev, because you probably didn't go back and listen. But I did. You FaceTiming me while Jimmy Clausen was toasting his wife.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been a worse time.
It was spectacular.
Jimmy Clausen, literally, his speech was, I'm here with all my close friends and family, and there I am on the phone.
Coach, at that time,
yeah,
whatever it was, 9
you
o'clock
were feeling
at night,
good. You were feeling good.
The drinks had been flowing. He was happy. You were there to experience it as well.
Well, speaking of things flowing, Jose Ferrer to the Mariners. We're going to dive into that later. And what was the other? Emilio and his pagan ways back to Cincinnati. So
I mean, why not?
Reliever market flowing. Yeah, people, we're going to have a lot of rumors and excitement. We'll see who wanders by. Just missed Katie Wu, new Dodgers beat reporter. God, Dodgers just get everything, huh? What's that
She's
about?
like the best in the business,
God
and they just got her.
Damn it. St. Louis just keeps losing. They didn't need any of that. Coach Trev, we'll get into a little winter meetings. We'll tap Jolly in for a little bit. It's all brought to us by our friends at the DraftKings Sportsbook. That's right. I think our guy Pennick and Swilly are currently, because DraftKings just opened up down there, they're at the game in Kansas City. So that's going on literally right now. DraftKings right now, the official sports betting partner of the NFL and Missouri. That's right. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me State. New customers bet just $5. If your bet wins, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code JAMBaseball. That's code JAMBaseball. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. I should also say, Trev, please. Sorry, I see your hand raised.
But before you get into everything, talk about what you want to talk about now. Then I have a question for you.
Okay. I was just going to do, because this was actually good fodder, the boys got dinner a minute ago. No beverages. We're saving ourselves. Sunday Night Football, big couple days. Winter meetings, I guess if you're someone coming in new to this, I know we have a lot of diehards, but winter meetings, basically, annual event. A lot of people still ask what it is, and I still don't have a great answer. All 30 front offices and coaches, all 30 teams are here conducting different forms of business, talking to other teams, talking to agents. There's also like the Rule 5 draft. There's a bunch of kids that are getting hired. BBD. Oh, I thought there was breaking news. Well, at least say wave to the camera.
What happened?
I thought BBD was about to break news to us. He came up with like his breaking news camera. He was just recording us. That some winter meetings are the most active time period of the off season. And we actually got sent a sheet that last year's winter meetings, this is everything that went down in 3 days. Matt Boyd, Clay Holmes, Jordan Romano, Tyler O'Neill, Gary Sanchez, Aroldis Chapman, Alex Cobb, Conforto, Trine, and Willie Adames. The Garrett Crochet trade, Shane Bieber, Juan Soto. I just looked at Jolly. The Andres Jimenez trade. So that was all happening in the 3 days that winter meetings was going on. However, the year before that was Wade Miley, day 1, Chris Davinsky, day 2. And then there's a little Alex Verdugo trade that final day. So it is interesting that I don't know if anybody knows what controls it. Is it literally just the front offices getting their work done? Is it waiting for one team to make the move? I don't know, but it's this weird feeling. It's this collection of baseball people, every front office, all of the media, and we're just kind of on call. Like, if something happens, we're ready, but you just don't know.
Coach, do you know why we're the #1 baseball show that's ever existed?
Why is that?
Because I was going to ask you basically that exact
Really?
same thing. Like, tell me, like, I've never been. You've got your feet wet a couple of times. You have the infamous wine story with you and John Boy. My question was going to be, like, give us, like, what is it day to day for you guys there? You kind of answered it already. I guess follow-up to that is, like, who have you seen?
Right.
Who do you expect to see? And, like, have there been people who you're like, oh, shit, like, that's AJ Preller just, like, walking around this hotel?
So the setup every year is really important. So our favorite one going back a few years, I think, was San Diego. There was just one big hotel bar, so everyone ended up there. Literally, when we talked about it on the show, it was kind of comical. Like, Yankees front office was in one corner of the bar. Red Sox front office was in the other corner of the bar. Everyone in between was either a beat report. If they were under 5'10", they were a beat reporter. If they were above 6 foot, they were a former player. And it's just this weird mix, and you're like, oh, there's George Brett's here. And you're just like, okay.
He had a beer.
He had a drink.
We saw George Brett at the World Series.
We did, and he also consumes. That we still don't have the feel yet, so this will be updated. And we are going to try to go every day, or at least when there's news. So we'll let you guys know, but hopefully we're going to be refreshing you a lot with new stuff on the timeline. So currently what we think the setup is that there's kind of 2 attached hotels, and it feels like one is the front office hotel and one is everybody else. So, like, when you walk into one of the hotels, there's a big bar right when you walk in that I think after we record this we're probably going to go to Sunday Night Football and just different people bopping. We did hear rumor, actually the first thing reported by Dodgers reporter Katie Wu was that the other bar at the other hotel is kind of bougie. She said there was like a piano that I don't, you know I have that Connecticut etiquette in me, but I don't know if I've got that fire today.
If there's a piano bar, that's your scene, Coach.
It's a little too dangerous for me in there. I've got this thrown over. Jake Mintz from Cespedes Family Barbecue said I smell like money. So, I mean, company's doing all right. Silver stock. And yeah, basically it's everyone looking for the news. And like, it was kind of even cool. The end of the Bears-Packers game was on, and a lot of people were watching it. And like, game ended with an interception, and everyone kind of erupted. So it's just like all these sports people waiting to have the next future of their franchise like dictated to them, that it's 1.5 events away from being like cool. Like it's very deep cut baseball that they need like a concert or something else for the fans that would make it a really cool event. But I also think they don't want that. So and John Heyman just walks. He just walks around. Holding a lot of power. It's kind of like he's the security guard here.
People would say that you're a young John Heyman.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that. We're both full of it. So yeah, that's kind of the scene. Okay. We haven't seen a ton yet. I mean, today's like get-in day. Like today's travel day, get in the hotel. Tomorrow things really pick up. But, yeah, we're hoping that the big signing drops and we can all start gossiping. Who is the big signing going to be again, Trev? Did you say?
I think some of the big guys, especially because we have this looming CBA next year, I think we might be waiting for some of the big names until later on in the offseason. Some of the smaller deals could get done, but that's just in my head. Obviously, I don't know. We could get Bo Bichette to the Red Sox dropped on us at any given moment.
Keep saying that.
I keep saying that.
Why do you
I
keep
don't know
saying
why.
that?
I just read it before I came on here when I was doing prep. Like, we could put Bo Bichette at second, Trevor Story at short, and Marcelo Meyer, who used to date my babysitter, at third base.
A lot of information flying around right now. A lot of information.
And that's kind of the gist of this show. We were talking before, like, we had some stuff go down. Yes, Ferrer for Harry Ford, Nats, Mariners. I know that the baseball bat boys, who are big Nationals fans, really liked the left-handed pitcher, and they're curious to see what Harry Ford means for the Nationals. I don't know how deep we're going to dive into that. So we've had stuff like that happen. Helsley to the Orioles. But mostly I think we'll talk about what ifs and what can be's in this episode, and then hopefully something lands there. Like maybe Jeff Passan comes by and smacks you on the ass, and we have a nice chat with him. I don't know, Jake.
Yeah, we haven't seen Brother Jeff yet, and that'll change the whole tenor of this. I guess we can feed off one of his rumors, because it's where we're at, people. This is what's going on. And when Jeff speaks, we listen for a reason, because he's not doing. He already dunked on Nightingale. That was insane.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
if
did
you
he
saw
dunk
that.
on Nightingale, or
Dude,
did Nightingale alley-oop him?
guy.
Because it's this.
No,
I feel
he
like it's a
didn't.
tandem thing.
Did not. That was insane. If you're a person who doesn't live on X / formerly known as Twitter, A, good for you. B, Nightingale tweeted out Zach Gallen to the Cubs. Done. Passan replies instantly, no, it is not. So, yeah, we are there. That I guess Brother Jeff said, I think in one of the articles it was who's one star that you would bank on getting done this winter meetings. And he said Kyle Schwarber. And the appeal there is, well, the man just hit over 50 homers this year. He's one of the most well-liked guys in baseball. And the thing that just came out from Ken Rosenthal was that the Pirates made an offer. So we've heard the Reds for the hometown boy are going to be in. I know, and we can make our shots fired at the Pirates, but, I think almost anyone, unless your DH spot is filled, is in on Kyle Schwarber for obvious reasons. That I hope that gets done, and I guess Philly fans, I don't know if that makes you more nervous.
I think there's a reason we're talking about Kyle Schwarber. In my mind, it's a max, like a 4-year deal. For some reason, I have 3 years in my head, and I think that's why something like that can get done. And plus, he's tried and true. Like, what you're going to get. He is a hitter. He's a masher. Great clubhouse guy. I still think the Phillies have to bring him back. I still think there is that core there that needs to continue, and they just need to figure out. I don't even know if adding is the right word for the Phillies, but moving pieces around, changing some things up. I don't know if adding is it. I feel like they got to give these guys another shot. So I still think that's super in play. The Pirates stuff, the Reds stuff, even the Red Sox. I'm it'd be fun if he went somewhere like that, but it seems to me like he still has the Phillies as his favorite, and the Phillies still have him at the top of their board as well. So that's where I'm at. And again, I surprised me, baseball. I would love that. For us, for the fans, everybody but Phillies fans, I think would be ecstatic if he went somewhere else. It doesn't feel that way to me.
Can I tell you the one thing that I think I just stumbled into? And this goes early days, Talkin Yanks only. One of my favorite things about podcasting was talking it out and stumbling into a thought process or idea. With a lot of these big free agents, not Kyle Tucker, you'll see where I'm going in a second, but Schwarber, I think if people were betting, if you had to bet your own money, DraftKings, Schwarber and the Phillies, you open that up with they can't let Schwarbs go, right? Bregman and Boston, kind of there. The impact he had and how they're looking at it. Bichette in Toronto, everyone did feel that way. It feels like people are coming off of that. Alonso and the Mets, it feels like we have this weird carousel of if one team goes for it, say the Reds did pay for Schwarber or whatever it is, whoever throws off the cycle is going to, Ken Rosenthal, wow. Whoever does throw off the cycle could throw off the whole wheel because then it's, okay, we're the Phillies. We thought we were going to re-sign Schwarber. Now are we going Bregman? Are we going I guess I haven't really done that House of Cards math yet, but if one of these teams jumps out of place, it's going to throw off the whole line.
So, I mean, it's a great point. And that there is a chance that happens. I love the House of Cards reference
Thank you.
there. Nice job, Jake. I feel like that's like a deep cut for you, and I didn't know you had that in the bag.
Ken Rosenthal waved at me. I don't know.
I saw him in the reflection in the back as well.
Whatever.
That's great. Good for you, Kenny.
Tall.
I guess let's talk your favorite Schwarber team besides the Phillies. I mean, how often have we said the Reds can you get some fucking offense? Sorry, that's an F-bomb.
Whoa. We're live.
I feel bad about that one, but I'm passionate because they do. What do they have?
Fine.
What do they have in
Swear.
spades? What do they have in spades? So much they want to trade a guy that just had a sub-3 ERA.
Yeah, if they trade Hunter Green, I'm out. I know
They
I already
have
tapped out of
pitching.
my Reds fan.
They have a closer that worked out really well for them. Like they have everything, even like a young guy who we think is a star on their team in Ellie De La Cruz. Like adding a proven bat is probably the most pertinent thing on their wish list, and there is one readily available. Like literally, if you just went and said, Kyle Schwarber, what does it take to get you here? And he goes this, and they go, okay, sign. That's it. That's what it takes. Now, are they going to do that? Is the ownership going to do that? Sure, but I mean, that's if he went to the Reds, fascinating, and then I'd have them truly, automatically as a real. Not like this, like, hey, maybe in August we're talking about him, but like a real wild card contending team. With one offer, one player, one stroke of the pen.
Yeah, I guess for the Reds, and here's the problem. I can still lump the Reds with the Pirates, probably unfairly, but for one of these contracts, for the $150 million or whatever it is, I'm not going to believe that when the Phillies are in, the Mets are in, the Red Sox are in, I'm just not going to jump there. I think the Red Sox, I know you've been this episode saying that Bo Bichette is going there, which, again, what would that
I don't really believe that.
What would that send in motion? I think the Red Sox want to sign a big old power hitter, and again, is it back to Bregman or is it Schwarber? Schwarber went there. Everyone loved him because everyone loves Kyle Schwarber, and they're looking for power. They've got a history of being able to have a really good DH spot and let that go. After Phillies, that's kind of where I jump. And then at the same time, the Red Sox have been looking for a right-handed power-hitting first baseman for years, that it's like, could they press the Pete button? That, again, how the cycle that one of these teams, I don't want to say stepping out of place, but we make these assumptions because we're like, oh, well, Philly's got to bring back Schwarber. But, like, if that front office has one conversation that everyone's like, well, actually, we want to go this way. Maybe the Phillies are just like, Bregman. Let's get that third base spot. We'll trade Bohm for a pitcher or something like that. That I'm just excited to see who's going to make that move, because it never works out that everyone just re-signs. That's not free agency.
Agreed. Some of these guys really seem like that. Like, we have the Frambers of the world. He's not going back to Houston. We have some real, like, stalwart type guys. And Bregman, who obviously isn't a stalwart with the Red Sox, but made himself so important to the chemistry of their team, he kind of put himself into that category in one season. He's the one. I don't think I'd put Bregman in the same category as I do a Kyle Schwarber, and almost even a Pete Alonso, even though last year they were like, Pete, we're not sure if we really want you. Like, that whole thing went down. I think Pete answered the call. And maybe I don't even have Pete in the category. Now that I'm really thinking about it, and we're yucking
So
ball,
give me this category again.
I think it's Bo Bichette, and I think it's Kyle Schwarber. And Bo Bichette, they could live without, because they just saw, obviously, they signed or traded for Andres Jimenez, saw him at shortstop. They'd have to move Bo Bichette to second base. I still think he fits like the fabric of that organization so well. So I guess those two are the guys I would say. And then Josh Naylor was also one in Seattle who went back. But Bo Bichette and Schwarber, to me, they like fit the fabric of that organization so well. Who the hell are you waving at now?
I think a military man. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. He was powerful, though. I mean, that was a real salute he just gave us.
That was Dr. Lynn Lashbrook.
That was the doc.
What were you just doing with that salute back?
That was the doc. Dude, he gave us like a real true one.
What'd you do?
I kind of.
You did either one finger salute?
Kind of like the Tool time, like Tim the Toolman Taylor and Al Borland. Hey, there was some Mets in there for a second, and Jolly's here and he knows ball, and he's got this scoop for us. So let's kick it to Jolly Olive. Jolly Olive is brought to you by Shopify. This video is brought to you by Shopify. Shopify is the best place to start and grow a business, which is why we partner with them here at John Boy Media. Truly, like day one, we were like, hey, how do we do this? And Shopify was the place we went to. And now we just upgraded our new Slashline site. We relaunched our merch store, Slashline. Go check it out with Shopify. They've got all the tools over there to help you build your business however you want it. The information you need. You know we get in the analytics. It's what you take out of it, and that's what you can use with Shopify's Sidekick Magic and their suite of AI tools. So if you want to be like us and start building your brand from the ground up, it's time to go over to Shopify. Start your trial today. Click that link, shopify.com/talkin, if you're ready to leave the amateurs and head over to the big leagues. Jolly Olive, our boots on the ground reporting live from Orlando. Turns out he was right next to me. How are you, John? Oh, he's muted.
Test. Hey.
There you
We
are.
got him.
Breaking. Tommy Hunter back to the Mets. I wish.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
Don't bring
Stop
that up with
Tommy
Trevor.
Hunter.
I wish. Trevor,
It was me. It was Tommy Hunter. It was Jake Arrieta.
Where?
On the Phillies plane, bro.
What,
It was a magical week for all of us.
you played minor league baseball with the new Butera managing the Nats, right?
No, Craig Albernez.
Craig Albernez.
Ah.
Okay.
I don't think I didn't play minor league baseball. I hung out with him in spring training a few times. It was me. It was Delman Young, Craig Albernez.
Now that sounds like my kind of hang.
Yeah.
Jolly, where are you at? I know we're on Edwin Diaz watch. Dude, every conversation you've had with someone about the Mets, and this is myself and the Cespedes Barbecue guys, you're kind of nervous because there's a lot of work that has to be done.
I'm terrified.
Whoa.
I'm genuinely terrified. I mean, Trev's Twins keeping all their players just another notch in the
mean,
bad news machine.
I take that with a
Mets.
grain of salt. I think that's the
mean,
expression.
They wouldn't just lie, Trev. They wouldn't just say that to their fans.
Yeah, if they said we're going to trade everyone, leverage gone, I can't wait. I hope.
Point being, the Mets, they signed Devin Williams recently. Some eyebrows were raised at our office. You had some comments.
Not me.
But when I zoomed out, it was like, we just need bodies right now. We need Major League Baseball players on our roster because we just don't have any. I mean, it obviously starts with Edwin Diaz and Pete Alonso, and hopefully one of those gets resolved while we're here. That would be nice, at least one. But at the same time, the Mets have all these rotation question marks. They have 2-3 relievers in their bullpen and about 3 position players that they can lock into an opening day spot. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that, being here and the Mets needing what they need, they're going to be very active these next 3 days. But if they're not, I'm going to be feeling way worse than when I first got here. I'll say that.
There's a name that's connected to a lot of the teams we've been talking about. And Cody Bellinger, I think, is fascinating.
Yeah, he sure is.
Timeout. He's a Yankee.
Trent Grisham.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Trent Grisham.
Yeah, Trent Grisham. Thanks for taking that. Yankees on our sheet right now, per John Morosi, Yankees, Phillies, Mets in the hunt for Cody Bellinger. And thinking about Cody Bellinger on the Phillies and the testosterone that he brings gets me all the way aged up. But also on the Mets, like, I think he's a great fit. Jolly,
Yeah.
I don't know. We always talk about Uncle Stevie, this bottomless pit of money that he has. Like, why not go get this guy who can do everything that you need? He's can be 2 players in one if you need him to be. Like, he seems like the perfect fit there, and then work your way backwards. But I think he's a guy that's maybe more in demand than Bo Bichette. I think he's on par with like an Alex Bregman, maybe even more so because of the positional, the different positions he can play. So I think we're missing on him. I don't know if the Yankees are going to get this guy because I think Middleton and Cohen are guys that really, if they want somebody, they go get him. And that hasn't been the Yankees' MO as of late.
Yeah, I mean, Middleton's operating with kind of a window that's closing or at least changing. So they're going to need to do something, even if it's not Schwarber. The Yankees, again, the Grisham thing it's thrown a wrench in a lot, but it's very clear that, Bellinger was the second best player on the Yankees last year. And it would be, I promise I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound, but it's an objective fact. It would be the second year in a row where if the Yankees don't bring back Bellinger, it's the second year in a row they're losing their second best player. And that is a very hard thing to do annually and then recover from and still play to the Yankee standard. So if the Yankees don't get him, what does that mean for them? Where's the domino effect there? I like that you paired the Mets. I haven't really believed it, but it does fulfill everything they need. They don't have a center fielder. They don't have a left fielder because they traded their left fielder. And their first baseman is probably going to get a lot of money if they don't sign him. And Cody Bellinger can do all 3 of those things and also hit left-handed. So, I mean, it is as good of a fit as ever. I shouldn't have apprehension of it, but it would just be another weird Yankee-Met crossover. And I'm getting kind of sick of it. I don't know. I'm getting kind of sick of it.
You don't like the sloppy seconds, huh?
I don't, because
it's
sloppy
seconds.
It's a thing. I mean, you're getting good
seconds?
players. You're getting good players, obviously.
With Bellinger, it'd be sloppy thirds. Okay.
Fourths.
I mean,
Fourths?
if you want to go down the whole list,
What am I missing?
Dodgers,
Cubbies,
Oh,
Yanks.
Cubs.
Yeah,
oh my God, I
right.
forgot about the Cubs.
Right?
Yeah, that's where he put it all
Remember?
back together.
And that's another interesting team going on here. They're supposedly back in on Bregman or / third base is reportedly something they're looking into again. There's always Nico Horner rumors. There's too much right now.
Yeah, because there hasn't been the big name. There's a lot of big names this year. At least the depth, I think, of like the names we need to mention is more than we've had, I think, in a couple of years, and no one's really signed. So like, yeah, it is a lot of rumors, and I think you made a really good point. I hate admitting that, Jake. Like, we can't expect these guys to just go back to where we think they're going to go back. Somebody is going to make a play. It's going to mess everything up. And usually when that happens, one of 2 things goes down. It's panic button pushing, and we get a crazy signing, or it just grinds to a halt, and everyone has to rethink what they're doing. Because if you really think about it, like when you were a kid, and it's like, say your parents gave you $10, and they're like, hey, $10, you're in the Toys R Us. Shout out Toys R Us.
Oh, take me back.
It's like, what do they call that when you have too many decision fatigue? Like, you don't know what to do. You only have $10.
Right.
Which a lot of these teams, they have, hey, we can up the payroll, and yeah, well, there's a little bit of wiggle room, but here's basically what you have to go. You have an idea in your head, and maybe that thing's sold out, and now where do I go? And that's what these GMs are dealing with, and that's got to be the most fun part of being a GM is looking at your roster and then deciding who you want to go and then trying to go get them. And then after it's all said and done, you look back and you say, well, either I did it or this is going to suck. Because I feel like as a GM, you truly know in about February, like, did I put together the roster that makes sense? I don't know. I just got really excited. I hope somebody just crushes this whole thing. I hope Bo Bichette goes to the Pirates or something stupid like that.
The other thing that, because winter meetings is also because all the teams are here, trades can go down. That we're talking. I mean, Scooble would be the headliners of all headliners this offseason.
He's going.
If
Coach,
it gets done.
Scooble is going.
I don't believe it.
I don't think so either.
I don't believe it.
Think so.
I don't think the prices make sense for either side in the trade, and the Tigers are still competing.
So you think it's more like let's hang on to them until the trade deadline, which they're going to be in contention because guess where they play? The AL Central. And then they're going to trade him when they're in first place in the AL Central?
I don't think
Rip the Band-Aid off, Coach. If you're going to do it, which they're going to do it, it's now. It ain't wait. And a qualifying offer for Scooble, that ain't it, Coach.
I guess my thing is I don't see another – I don't think the Tigers can bring back enough to still feel like they can compete and not completely disown their fan base. And while, Trev, you know how these other front offices think, like they're not – for 1 year of Scooble, they'll pay, but they're not going to pay the farm because they're like, we're going to lose this guy in a year.
He is a guy that puts you over the hump, Coach, and you pay to get over the hump.
But like, what if you use the what is it going to be, $400 million, right? Something like that.
Scooble, yeah,
maybe more. What if you use that money? You sign Bo and you sign a pitcher.
That's what I'm saying. The
and then you
Tigers
get
are
this
more than
prospect haul on top of it. Like objectively, it's kind of a good move, but like, it doesn't feel right because it's.
They're also
Scooble.
yeah. I think they're more than having Scooble back away from. Like really, truly, like being a World Series contender.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. They need another face in that lineup. They have a lot of really good contributors and platoon guys, but
I just think
one of these dudes would really help them, man.
You can't if you're a Tigers exec, a front office guy, and say, "Hey, we'll see how it goes. We'll trade him at the deadline." Like you're going to be in contention, and then you cannot do it.
So again, we're trying to be nice early on to start.
It's Brett Phillips.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
baseball is fun. That's our thing. It's his too. I guess again, I'll give compliments to Jolly, not Trev.
That's tough for you.
From his hair?
Not the hair.
No gel. I forgot it.
I mean, here's what I'll say. I mean, I'm clearly lost. Jolly's in a transition period that I'm interested to see where you land this.
I feel like the transition's ended. I feel like
This is it.
Yeah, this is me.
Yeah, it looks like a finished product to me.
You
so.
look like a 90s. You look like a 90s guy,
90s
which again, there's nothing
90s
wrong
middle
with
part
that.
is back. It's in.
Do you
I'm on
always
the
have to
cutting
have the
edge.
chain pop though? You know,
Yes,
like we put the
Trev.
chain away,
Oh,
By the way,
coming from you, that's brutal.
My
put the
mom-
gator on.
my
Come on.
mom bought me a new chain. It's this like Italian pepper thing that's
What's
supposed to
going on?
protect
That's
you
a
from.
yellow gold chain. That is Italian.
My mom is a nightmare in the nicest way possible. Ziti and meatballs for lunch every day.
What
Like,
was
Mom,
the-
that can't be happening.
What was the drink she made?
That can't be. Oh, my mom invented a new shot. It's half Bailey's and half Screwball peanut butter.
That sounds delicious.
It's-
That sounds like
fantastic.
a marshmallow peanut butter sandwich.
A little bit.
Mm.
I was calling it a shark fart because it comes out brown and it's the shark bite capital of the world, New Smyrna Beach. Anyways, I was going to compliment Jolly on if you do the Scooble trade, you need to sign two guys and do
Yeah.
well in the trade.
Yep.
And if you do all that, then yeah, you can make sense of it. But for me, I don't see a front office paying what you'd have to pay to get Scooble for 1 year. And then I don't see the Tigers, what they would request, getting that from another front office. That I just don't see the trade working out that way. But again, I kind of hope I'm wrong because that would be the trade. And by the way, these other names, Ketel Marte, real
that
trade
gets
rumors.
that gets the lead in your pencil going.
I mean,
I think that's getting done.
switch
for
it,
sure.
best second baseman in the game.
Yeah.
A lot of Red Sox rumors there. Don't love that. Mackenzie Gore, kind of building off last year's crochet.
Love that.
Dude, Jaron Duran has 3 years of control left, which that's insane because he's played 4 seasons, so I don't know how that worked. Him or Wheeler Abreu probably gets traded this offseason, although we've said that before. Stephen Kwan, Brandon Lau. That these are the other things that are going to control the rest of this market. Because, okay, if you are in on Bo Bichette, the Red Sox, they trade for Ketel Marte, they're out for Bo Bichette.
Yes.
So, like, that is – no one has started the carousel.
Are there any teams that are just like earmuffs?
Okay.
Fuck these young guys. Like, let's get
Oh.
some established veterans. Does any team do that anymore? Like, maybe the Phillies are that team
I
nowadays.
mean, they're kind of a lot of old
Fuck these
veterans,
young
though.
guys.
Do you know what I mean? Like the Yankees back in the day, we bring them up a lot. They don't care. I guess they brought their core up and it was great, so they kept them. But if need be, they'd be like, we want the tried and true guy. So like we keep saying, well, Marcelo Meyer is going to be a guy there. Like, how do we know?
Right.
How do we know that he's going to get a chance?
I mean,
I'm blanking on his name right now. He started at
Christian Campbell.
second base for them.
Christian Campbell.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
They gave him a deal.
They gave him a deal. He's still around.
crazy deal.
That's yeah, I guess Trev would part of what you're saying there is there's a couple big market teams that don't have to press the go button. Like the Red Sox are a good example. Like they could bring back Marcelo Mayer and Christian Campbell and see how these other young guys put it together, and they could still be a good team. I know a lot of Boston fans would be really frustrating with that because they're now that Rome and Anthony, like, my God, what is that guy going to do over 162? But like them and the Cubs, I guess maybe the Giants, like the big market teams that have some level of comfort in their previous moves, that how far in are they going? Are the Cubs going to be in on Bregman? And then move Matt Shaw to second and trade Horner or trade Shaw. Like, I think those are kind of the wild card teams. Like, the Mets are going to make a ton of moves. I don't know who it is yet.
Me neither.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's great.
It's exciting. The Phillies are going to be players. They still have guys in their peaks getting paid tons of money that they need to put stuff around. I don't know what those other teams are going to do, and are the Tigers going to sign someone for over 150 mil? Because that changes the whole carousel.
I think it's like it's half what Trev said and half like what teams are not going to take half measures. Like what team this offseason views it as like this is a crucial, most important offseason, and if we don't get this right, we're going to screw up our next 3 years. I think the Tigers are definitely one of those teams. I think the Phillies are absolutely one of those teams because they're in this weird limbo of, like, are they keeping the crew together, like Trev said, or are they trying to reform their identity? But then there's also teams that aren't really in, like, teams that didn't make the playoffs last year. Like, what are the Braves going to do? The Braves need to retool.
What are the Braves going to do?
They're tied to a ton of different extensions. They can't just be like, all right, this is what we are. Yeah. We have to stick it out, and hopefully everyone's healthy. Like, no, they need to act. The Snakes are the same way. They were, a team that I think a lot of people viewed as like a World Series contender last year entering the season.
Right.
They fell well short of those expectations and sold. They also have to pick a direction, and I think that this winter meetings can be very exciting if the teams that are that are identified as non-half measure teams come out and say, we're putting our stamp on this and we're starting our offseason here and we're beginning that domino effect for everybody else.
If you're a team, and obviously there's not a caveat to this whole winter meetings this year is December, whatever it is, 2026 labor agreement stops. We have to have a new one before the game continues on. Do you look at that as like almost like a plus? Like, yeah, hey, we'll offer you 3 years, whatever, and we're probably not going to play that second year? Or is it like, do you not think that way? Am I stupid for like having that even in my mind? I guess I should be the one to answer that from us three, but
I think that kind of played into qualifying offer stuff, right? Like the
I think
upfront guaranteed money instead of the multi-year. You're kind
the
of
guys accepting it, yes.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this money now,
right?
In case teams are gun shy about putting extra money out there. That's going to be fascinating too. I am looking at the sheet now. Some of the other notes. One that caught my eye is so good.
Okay.
So good. The Oakland A's, they're looking to add on. They're moving into Vegas soon, whatever it is. Looking to upgrade second base, and the guy, Jeff McNeil. If the Mets sent Jeff McNeil out to the North Sacramento A's, that is just
the two.
It makes
teams,
perfect sense. Like, he's such an A.
He's rumored them, and he's rumored the Pirates, that's tough for a 10-year Met.
Jeff McNeil. Tough. I was that guy for a while.
10-year
I was a Ray
Met?
or an A, and I was both of them.
He's the same as Nimmo.
10-year Met.
Like, that's a tough end. But
golly,
I think that's another thing that's probably going to happen to this roster. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Santa Barbara, California, huh?
Oh, okay.
Okay, Jeff McNeil.
I didn't know Jeff McNeil's from Santa Barbara. What a beautiful piece of this country.
Jeff McNeil career earnings?
Oh.
60.
65.
Oh, both came in tight. Let's see. He has made 36. He has 15 and 15 on the way.
So 66, so
66.
Trev wins.
Wow, we nailed it.
Trev, good shit. I said 60. I was a little low.
Oh.
Okay. I guess anything else you guys feel like you need to get off your chest as of now? whether player, rumor, team?
Giants are fascinating to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, new manager. Oh, they bring in Ron Washington, which is like we knew Tony Vitello was going
Yeah.
to bring in like real,
Yeah.
tried and true coaches because you have to. Like what a
You brought in the
beautiful
guy.
hire that is.
You brought in the
Yes.
guy.
I'm just curious. I mean, you don't make. I mean, at least I don't think you don't make a move for a guy. Why am I blanking on his freaking name now?
Vitello?
No, the third baseman from the Red Sox game.
Devers.
It's been a long day.
Rafael
I had
Devers, the
these-
third baseman for the
oh.
Red Sox.
I want to get into youth baseball. I'm not going to do that right now. 'cause
Oh,
I had these
boy.
guys,
I lost
these
my
parents
phone.
who I
I
just
was freaking got it.
couldn't do it.
These
You don't bring in
screamagers.
Rafael Devers,
Right.
and bring in
Buster
quite a bit of
Posey.
money.
Chapman, Adamas.
Yeah.
Chapman, you don't. They made a lot of moves to just stop now. Jung-Hoo Lee, like you don't just.
Right.
It's got to be somebody big. Framber Valdez makes all the sense in the world, and then I think more like. I don't know. There's so
Trev,
many
did you
teams who are on the
see-
cusp. I feel like are on the cusp of like you're one or two guys away from like being like, a top 5 team in baseball. I think there's a ton of teams that are right there. It's just, are we going to see them open the checkbook up?
Well, and this will be a partial reminder, and ask your local Pirates fans, ask Padre fans on the other side the past couple years. It comes down to the owner. Like your GM wants to make the moves. Like you mentioned all of these teams, and I know this is probably obvious for a lot of people listening to this late in the episode. But Trev, like let's say this: the Giants who came in and they're like, we want to spend big, and we're back, and Buster's in. Okay, so they roll it. They Adamas, Matt Chapman, Jung-Hoo Lee. They trade for Devers in his contract. You wonder. Again, one conversation with the owner goes a little different, and the owner's like, "Well, I've let you spend a good amount."
Yeah.
On our sheet, that's what it says. The Giants let the world know they're unlikely to spend a lot this offseason.
Which
They're going to have to
feels-
get creative with their additions and subtractions.
and that's from the Athletic, right? So I mean, that's
Yes.
they don't feel complete yet.
I know
Is
how to
the
get
thing.
creative. You take this thing out, you put a dollar amount, and you sign it, and you tear it out and give it to the guy. That's how you get creative.
Look at you,
You're hot.
Yeah,
He's
check
hot
it
right
out.
now, dude.
God.
Check it out.
That Cabo trip changed you.
Pay your guys.
That FaceTime kind
I
of changed
love
me.
Cabo, yeah.
You're still on that. That shook you up.
I
haven't seen you rattle like that.
you heard what
Which
almost
FaceTime? The boat?
you heard what almost happened.
Yeah.
And I thought things were getting real for a second.
That would have changed you guys.
Me and
I
Trev
think.
would have had to have like a brothers talk
Yeah.
afterwards.
Like your relationship evolved in that moment.
I think we're great either way.
I think it would have made us stronger.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
we would have had to have a strong conversation. I guess for everyone that just hopped in our live, we love you. You guys are the best. And yeah, this is the other part about being a winter meetings. We're gonna post this, and then if in an hour and a half Alonso signs with the Pirates, we're gonna be back on it. So we're gonna be ready for you guys. We've got the setup. And then, the kind of in our head goal was to go once a day-ish, even if it's just a recap and maybe we do more rumor stuff. If nothing happens, we'll see as we go. We're on call a little bit. We're like baseball doctors. No, we're not going to say that. Coach Trev?
Shout out Ian Happ, who I was texting with.
Shout out to Ian Happ, who Trev was texting with. And Rob just said, I think the Disney fireworks are going on behind us.
Disney fireworks going on behind
That
us right
feels
now.
like a fitting conclusion of the show.
That feels
wow.
like copyright. Like, don't show that. If I know the mouse, like I know the mouse.
That's what takes down this show finally. Thank you, everyone. We're going to be back.
We're
Watch
just
out.
getting started.
I know. This
You guys got to get to that bar, huh?
this literally was this is the start. I mean, Kansas City versus Houston.
The bronze
Is
bracket?
your friend Matthew going to win NFL MVP?
Yeah, yes.
What the hell is that about?
And I'll FaceTime you from Cabo, February, 21st.
I don't know if that date works for me, but okay.
Yeah.
It's got a busy February.
I'll show you some skin.
Home.
Padres